guys, this is Meltonacious here on a fine oh my god, I keep on thinking it's the weekend already. It's Friday, damn it. Yeah, apparently it's Friday, and you know what day it is today? The day Deadpool comes out, right? Of course. But apparently I got the chance to see it last night because that's what the local theater did. They had the movie premiere early ahead of time last night, even though some theaters debut the movie at around 2 a.m. Yeah, so some people got to see a 2 a.m. screening at some theaters in the States. This video is going to be a review, and not like this channel is of any use or whatever, because I've only been able to make any content on my homework breaks, which I rarely have nowadays. Speaking of homework breaks, that's actually going to be a teaser, an unofficial teaser title for probably a series of shenanigans I'm probably going to be doing. But in the meantime, I'm just going to be like fixing up an audio and whatnot. And that's my small update to a channel, mostly like audio projects and compiling whatever footage I have left in that camera. So anyways, you're here for the review, a rather unverified, amateurish review of Deadpool. So, what I say may or may not contain spoilers according to the individual watching this, because most people that I know who like read my reviews on movies and stuff say, oh, you're spoiling this, oh, you're spoiling that. No. The only thing that would be considered a legit spoiler is if you really tell a plot detail that has not been shown or been told anywhere yet. Reddit probably, because Reddit people always do that kind of crap all the time. So yeah, if there is a Reddit for the Deadpool movie, I suggest you do not read it and just focus on getting your ass over to the theater and watching the movie for yourself. So, the things I'll be talking about are what people should already know, because Deadpool has had 4 trailers and a few TV teasers. That's right, a few TV teasers. So what I'm going to talk about is information I extracted from there, and a lot more people know more about Deadpool as a character himself just because they read the comics. I did not read the comics, I just had to do a little bit of research. Let's get on to it. So, for those of you watching this and who do not know who Deadpool is, mostly those of you who know me outside the camera, yeah, who is Deadpool? Well, let's delve into him. His real name is Wade Winston Wilson. That's right, 3 W's. Gotta go with that triple W initials. So yeah, Wade Wilson, he was a former mercenary, and of course, he's one of those mercenary for hire people. And then, of course, he's got a girlfriend whose name is Vanessa. I mean, that's just what the movie's following. And apparently, it's love at first sight and stuff. And one day, he found out he contracted cancer. And then, he was given an offer by an agent saying that, like, he could be cured of the cancer through a special program. This program is the Weapon X program that made Wolverine who he is, but it's as painful as like Wolverine endured during his torture in order to become who he is. So yeah, he went through the Weapon X program. He kind of got a cure, even though it was much of a karma-like cure. So essentially, like, what his body does that it regenerates, so if he chops his hand off, it will grow back. But apparently every single cell inside his body regenerates, including his own cancer cells. So he's pretty much stuck with it forever. And at the cost of him being involved in the Weapon X program, his face becomes like, now I've only taken this from the I've only taken this from the trailer. His face ends up looking like Freddy Krueger face a topical graphical map of Utah. That's definitely like one of the best lines you'll ever hear in a Deadpool medium of all time. And I've only got this from the trailer, from the very first trailer, okay? Deadpool decides to make his own superhero suit, don it, load up some weapons, handguns, and double katanas, and go after the guy who got his face up. And so that's like the basics of the Deadpool story right there. That's like mostly the origin that's being followed all the time. People often like mistaking Deadpool for Spider-Man because their suits have like a similar color scheme. But like, yeah, they kind of have like their similarities here and there. But essentially like Deadpool's a lot more. Sure, Spider-Man breaks the fourth wall time by time. Deadpool does it all the time, and he is aware of what medium he's in. If he's in a comic book, his fourth wall break bubbles would be yellow. If he's in a TV show or animation or video game, whatever, he'll talk directly to the audience. So yeah, that's a trait of Deadpool. Let me see, what else about Deadpool? Don's red suit, twin katanas, pistols. He can have a full arsenal sometimes if he desires it. Let me see. Obviously, he curses a lot. That's true of him. He has an obsession with breasts. And by breasts, I mean the female kind of breasts. Then again, a good majority of males do, so I guess that's not too particular. I was about to say special. What else? He's Canadian, so of course they had to have Ryan Reynolds go in there because like he needs to redeem his role as a character himself since he loves it. So that's pretty much the gist of like all about Deadpool himself as a character. Yeah, that's like one of the reasons why we gotta go rated R with this movie, just because if it's not Deadpool if it's not rated R, okay? So, now on to my thoughts about the movie. Definitely I'll give it 2 thumbs up. It's a lot better than what I expected. It's got like every aspect you would every Deadpool fan would expect from any sort of medium involving Deadpool in it. Because for those people who follow Deadpool as a character, you gotta have your bloody gory violence. You gotta have your humor, of course. Nudity, because that tends to be all over the place in Deadpool mediums. What else? Gotta throw a little bit of X-Men here and there because technically Deadpool, he's not part of the X-Men per se, according to the comics. He's just all over the place. He has his own side. He can't even protect himself at times. Yeah, so sometimes he's quite a mess of a character. Let me see, for the movie. Yeah, if I go too much in plot details, I'd be spoiling stuff because as I told enough information from what I've extracted from the trailer. If you're a hardcore Deadpool fan, you'll love this movie. And for anyone who has not heard about or seen Deadpool before, it's probably going to be like one of the best rated R movies of all time, especially if it's a superhero one. I suppose because of Deadpool's huge following, that's why it actually grossed $1.7 million, I believe. And that's a record breaker for the box office money for any rated R movies ever. One thing I have to say though, if those of you who are going to watch the movie before it like comes out on Blu-ray or DVD or whatnot, stay all the way till after the credits, because there'll be an announcement at the end that'll be worth your while. Now, what is the announcement, you may ask? That I'm not going to spoil either. But yeah, I definitely approve of it. No matter what. It's not family friendly, but it's for every hardcore Deadpool fan out there. That's for sure. My thoughts about the movie are incredibly positive. If I were to like rate it, I'd give it... oh, forget 5 stars. I'm probably gonna double that. Whatever. It beats 5 stars. So yeah, that was my thoughts on the movie. It's like pretty short and curt because I can't really delve into too much because I'd be spoiling stuff and I don't want to do that for those who haven't seen the movie. But yeah, go ahead and watch it. It's in theaters now. It just officially came out today. And I hope you have a memorable time. So, until whatever review comes next, this is Meltonacious signing out.